got some news hot off the presses. This station has received reports that the 2 lighthouse keepers from Oxford Point Island Lighthouse have vanished. The lighthouse keepers work.
You have one unheard message.
2 more lighthouse keepers headed
First
out to the small
unheard
island to
message.
relieve them. Upon their arrival, they could not find
Hi, baby. I'm stuck at the gate and they won't let me through. When you get back home, can you look for my ticket? I must have left them behind. Have a good look around and let me know. Love you. See you soon.
End of message. To delete this message, press
anywhere. It looks like they were halfway through dinner when something interrupted them. There were no signs of a struggle, and all their belongings were still there, including a journal kept by one of them. The journal states several times that the island was talking to them. The most common theory is that the men have suffered from cabin fever and were perhaps accidentally washed out to sea. Other cases like this have been reported on in the past, but have never been fully resolved. A full investigation has begun into this bizarre case. We'll update you as the story progresses.
That's a big box. What is it? Wow, nice wrapping skills. Oh my god, a puppy. I can't believe you did this. I love her. I'm gonna call you Sally. Okay. Now it's time for your gift. Look how clever our little girl is. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but she can already draw better than I can. She takes after her daddy. I got you a present. Behind the Black Veil 7. Just don't expect me to watch it with you. I know you love this horror stuff, but it gives me nightmares. Ghosts? Yuck.
Do you, Sarah Angel Eddage, take Gary Ryan Powell to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part?
I do.
Friday, June 4th, 4:15 p.m.
It's Mike here. I got a message earlier asking about changing the code to your security door. All you need to do is enter the code, follow the steps I told you on the day I installed it. I wrote the code on the back of my business card. If you have any problems, call me during business hours and I'll be happy to walk you through it. Thanks. It's Mike.
You're my heart and soul. Love, Sarah. believe it, Gary? It's not just the two of us anymore. Our family's growing. That 12-hour labor totally worth it. Little Maggie. Love at first sight does exist, and this is the second time I've experienced it. I'm so happy, honey. Don't be afraid, I'm only going out for 2 hours. If Maggie can't sleep, just read her this book. It works every time. I'll be home before you know it. Dinner's in the oven. Love you. I'm stuck at the gate and they won't let me
It's
through.
not just the two of us
Love
anymore.
you. See you soon.
Listen up. We've got some news hot off the presses. Tragedy has struck Pleasant Falls. A woman was found murdered in her home. She was brutally stabbed over 10 times. The victim's name was Sarah Powell. Sarah managed to make a call to 911 before she succumbed to her injuries. The primary suspect of this brutal murder is believed to be her husband, Gary Pout. He was found deceased only mere blocks away, slumped over the steering wheel of his car after a fatal collision with a tree. The murder weapon was found in the car with him, leading investigators to speculate that he crashed his car while fleeing the scene of the crime. The couple had a daughter believed to be 19 years of age, but police have been unsuccessful in tracking her down. If anyone knows the location, please contact Pleasant Falls PD immediately. It is also believed that Sarah is a victim to domestic abuse. If you or someone you know is suffering from domestic abuse, get help before it's too late. Listen up.
June 6, 1999. My hands are shaking as I write this. Maggie's gone. Michael's gone. Gary's gone too. At least the man I love is. It's just me and the monster living inside Gary. And the beatings are getting worse and I'm running out of excuses. So tired. The lady next door came over yesterday. She must have heard something. She urged me to call the police, but I just can't do it. I love Gary so much. He's never gotten over Michael leaving us, and he blames me. And maybe it is my fault. All he does is drink, locked in that basement day and night reading those weird books. He's so unhinged now. What do I do? Can't abandon him. I know Gary's in there somewhere and I'll be right here when he surfaces again. Fuck, this is so hard. I have to stay strong for him.
was found murdered in her home, stabbed over 10 times. Managed to make a call to 911, had been victim to
Just
domestic
me and the
abuse.
monster living in me does his drink. Maybe it is my fault. I abandon him so much. Honey, it's been 4 years. I need you and I love you more than I can express. Please, please get some help. They have a clinic and... No, please listen. Don't get angry. No, please. I'm not the one with problems. I I just need to numb the pain. It's the only thing I can do to not feel.
A spokesperson from the CADV, or Citizens Against Domestic Violence, had mentioned during a press statement that it's easy to turn a blind eye to domestic violence by explaining away the problem. Often in cases like these, the victim is in love with their assailant. As we all know, love often trumps rational thinking and action. Victims in these cases often need outside intervention, but ultimately, it is up to them to help themselves. Usually, the assailant in these situations will suffer from addiction and sometimes deeper psychological problems. If you or someone you know is involved in a situation like this, please contact our anonymous helpline for guidance. In other news, the annual Orange Plum Festival is in full swing. Make sure you visit
Who the fuck are you? All you do is drink. You're a monster. Can't live like this anymore.
to domestic violence
All
by
you
explaining
do
away
is
the
drink.
problem.
I need
Victim
you,
is in
and I
with
love you
their
more than I
self.
can
Love
express.
often
Don't
trumps
understand
rational
how this
thinking and
past.
action.
Sometimes he scares me. I
The
just need
assailant
to
in these
numb the
situations will
pain.
suffer from addiction and sometimes deeper psychological problems.
I told you I was sleeping. He was out with Maggie getting ice cream or something. I don't know. I was asleep. Look, my baby boy just died. And I don't know how. What kind of God would kill an innocent baby? I didn't kill my son. Yes, I had postnatal depression, but I'm telling you, woke to a noise and had a strange feeling something was wrong. And I ran to his room and I found his crib collapsed. His lifeless body. He flew up on the bus. My baby boy.
An investigation has begun into the tragic death of a 6-month-old baby boy. The father was out with their 6-year-old daughter buying groceries. When they returned home, they found the mother of the child holding the infant in her arms. Authorities have taken the mother in for questioning, but she has since been released. A spokesperson for Pleasant Falls PD told us that the death has been ruled accidental. However, the investigation is ongoing. It's believed that faulty nursery equipment may have failed, causing this tragedy. Inflicare has issued a full recall on all their bassinets in accordance with the ongoing investigation. Our best wishes and condolences go out to the family involved in this tragedy.
I can't hear you. Find me on the baby monitor.
investigation has begun into the tragic death of a 6-month-old baby boy.
Look, my baby boy just died. I had a strange feeling. What kind of God would kill an innocent baby?
What kind of God would kill an innocent
But she has since been released. A spokesperson for Pleasant Falls PD told us that the death is
January 11th, 1986. We just got back from the hospital with the latest addition to our family, little Michael, and he's perfect. Feeling a little strange though, almost depressed. I feel so guilty for feeling this way when it should be a time for celebration. Gary's been great, but he doesn't understand how I'm feeling. I tried to talk to him about it, but he just doesn't get it and tells me to be happy. He's right, but it's not that simple. Isn't it normal that I'm having postnatal depression with my second child when I didn't have it with my first? I'm depressed and happy at the same time. My God, this is confusing. I hope it passes. I know Gary will support me through this. I'm sure it's all going to be fine. The nurse suggested that I keep a journal to help work through my thoughts. So here we go.
the last holiday period reached a whopping 95 deaths. 60% of those were alcohol-related. Maxwell Hume from the Pleasant Falls PD stated that alcohol-fueled violence and car wrecks have become a huge problem. How much needless death does there need to be before we curb our vices? If you suffer from addiction, seek help now. It's fine in moderation, but when your addiction affects the lives of those around you, it's time to do something about it. And in other news, City Hall was vandalized last night. The graffiti reads, "Who put her in the witch elm?" Being a small town, we don't usually have to deal with vandalism, but this message is very specific. To an unsolved murder from 1943, where human remains were found inside a witch elm. The remains were found 43 years ago. Question, why now? Police have no suspects or motive, but say it's likely that some of our youths came across this story and are simply acting out. Looking into the history of this message has us all intrigued. Who did put her in the witch elm? On a brighter note, if you're planning a wedding, Pleasant Bridal is having a 50% off sale.
Oh my, you just keep dying. Over and over and over. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. You'll be stunned by a sudden burst of light, but only if they don't see it coming. Throw the switch. Bright light. She can't stand it.
Little Michael. I'm still not used to the name, but he's starting to grow on me. He's perfect, and he looks just like you. He's got your eyes. March 1985. He really surprised me this weekend. He blindfolded me and whisked me off in the car. When he took the blindfold off, I saw this horrible little rundown cabin in the woods. He'd purchased this place from an estate sale of a deceased hunter or something. He wants to fix it up so we'll have our own little romantic getaway. Maggie's staying with the neighbors for the weekend, so I guess I'll make the most of it. 24th March, 1985. He's like a changed man out here. At first I wasn't sure this place is creepy, but last night was simply amazing. Maybe this was a great idea. It just needs a woman's touch.
Did you hear that? Dad's a drunk. He drank and drank. The answer lies below.
March 1985. I don't ever want to come back. Last night there were all kinds of strange noises. I could hear whispering. I think maybe some of the locals don't want us here. I heard something in the basement and I had to investigate. Oh my god, it's the slaughterhouse down there with some really weird shit going on. I appreciate taxidermy as an art form, but this looked like more than that. Between the cabins unknown history and the strange noises, it'll be a cold day in hell before I'll set foot in here again. This is how those horror movies start. Bad luck to see the bride before the wedding. Get out of here, you.
Deaths. 60% of those were alcohol related.
Slaughterhouse down there with some really weird shit going on. Just needs a woman's touch. Be a cold day in hell. Changed man out here.
Dear Diary, I haven't spoken to Dad in years. We avoid each other as much as possible. He's always drinking and I'm scared to talk to him. Mom is a mess. She's so weak. I hate them both. I hate it here. I'm a prisoner in my own room. I can't have my friends over. I stay at Bridget's house as much as I can. It's time for a change. I met a boy 2 months ago. His name is Carl, and I think I love him. I told him about everything yesterday. My dead brother, drunk father, and drugged up mother. I thought he'd run for the hills, but he says he wants to save me. He says we should run away, and I think I will. What is my future here? I can't stay. I feel bad leaving my mom, but if she ever grew a spine, she'd have taken me away from here years ago. I have to go.
that training paid off, it seems, as she came first in the annual trial.
And you know who you are? Or do you? Some believe this is their life flashing before their eyes. There's really a moment of clarity, a clear meaning, and understanding that every action you take will bring you closer to your judgment. Do you understand the extent of your actions? The tormentor can become the tormented. The giver of gifts can become the receiver. I only got 6 months. I'm lucky. This reality isn't real. It's only a reflection of you.
Mom, I'm so sorry for everything that's happened to you. I can't do this anymore. Do you know how many times I hid under my bed listening to Dad hurting you? Falling asleep under the bed to the sound of you crying? I hate you for not taking me away from here years ago. I'm running away with my boyfriend and I won't be coming back. I'd be safer living on the streets than I am here, and that's no way for me to live. I'm old enough now to understand that none of this is normal. Maybe we'll see each other again someday, but I never want to see him again. Get help, Mom. I do love you. Love always, Maggie.
Throw the switch. Bright light. She can't stand it.
12th of April, 1996. I hadn't spoken to him in what seemed like an eternity, so I was shocked when he asked me to come back to the cabin. I assumed he wanted to fix our marriage. Maybe try to move past everything and start over. Last time we were at the cabin, it was so romantic until the freak show started. And I vowed never to go back, but if it'll help our marriage, I'll try anything to end this nightmare. Once we got there, he just started babbling about this being the place of conception and rummaging through that fucked up basement. I don't know if I should be indulging him or getting help. I want him to get help, but I'm scared of how he'll react. Ever want to come back. Last night there were all kinds of strange noises. I could hear whispering. It'd be a cold day in hell before I'll set foot in. Little Michael. I'm still not used to the name, but he's starting to grow on me. Perfect. And he looks just like you. He's got your eyes. All you do is drink. You're a monster. You can't live like this anymore. I saw her twisted husk smiling back at me. June 6, 1996. Gary's gone totally insane. Since Michael. And he terrifies me. He terrifies Maggie too. I should have left with Maggie years ago. But I love him. And I can't just leave him like this. Maggie ran away. She hates me for not standing up to him. She's right. And I don't know where she is. But now I'm all alone. And I wish my little girl would come home. I wish my Gary would come home. Instead, I'm stuck here with that drunk monster. We were all so happy. How did we get here? It's been 10 years now. And I'm so dumb I can barely get out of bed. And I'm trying my hardest to stop taking the pills, but it's all I have now. And I wish I could change things. For Maggie's sake. Maybe she's better off without us.
Some believe this is their life flashing before their eyes. Every action you take will bring you closer to your judgment.
Gary's gone totally insane.
Understand
Maggie
this
ran away. And she hates me for not standing up to him. She's
But
right.
now I'm all alone.
And I wish my little girl would come home. I love him. And I can't just leave him like this.
This reality isn't real.
June 6, 1999. I'm in hell, and he's on his way there. I'm so weak, I can't even look at my own face in the mirror. The last time I did, I saw a twisted husk smiling back at me. I feel like his madness is rubbing off on me. So afraid of him that I slept under the bed last night. This needs to end, one way or another. Going to get us both some help tomorrow. I need to sort my life out and find Maggie. I haven't seen her in 3 years. I just hope it's not too late. Should have done this 13 years ago when it mattered most. I've done so much wrong. I lost my faith when Michael died, but it's time to repent for all my sins. At least in the end, I can be with my baby boy again.
A search grid has begun over the crash site, but no survivors have been...
So here ye stand, at the gate. Does he understand the extent of his crimes against his eternal soul? He can't set things right. It's over. He can ensure eternity is fitting for those he affected. I'm about to get out of here myself. Well, it's time to end it. Move on to the best part.
That concludes our...
And he looks just like you. He's got your eyes. Monster. Don't live like this anymore. She's smiling back at me.
comprehension skills. No matter, you'll finally get it. If you take your place, someone will be with you and we can begin. Thank you.